Good morning, standing at the station, waiting for the train, 45-minute journey to Waterloo for the first Mudlark of 2020. We have a selection of bags and little boxes waiting for fines, which are hopefully to come. And of course, all important permit. Remember, you must have a permit from the Port of London Authority if you want to take anything from the foreshore.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're very short to be arriving at Waterloo, which is where this train terminates. So it's all changed.
The station, not the battle, hopefully.
I just remind you all to take your luggage and personal belongings with you when you leave the train. Once again, we're just arriving at Waterloo, which is where the train terminates. So it's all changed, please. All changed. Thank you.
No, I wear it.
Travelling under the river. Here we are, back at the Thames. Some people searching already. Happy hunting, guys. Location of the steel yard where the German Hanse merchants had their home. Modern solution to London's rubbish. Lovely square miles of liquid history. Queen Hive, but no mudlarking allowed here as it is an archaeological site. But this shows how much of the river has been reclaimed. Where that yellow band is probably about the extent of the Saxon foreshore. And then you can see how much has been encroached on in medieval times. Rather nice here, you've got a mosaic which shows the history of London, and there are actually bits of pottery embedded into it, so some Samian embedded into the mosaic. It tells the whole history of this great city. Here we go, back on the foreshore. It's supposed to be a low tide today, but there's been so much rain that I'm not holding out for anything amazing, so I think it might cancel it out. But already quite a lot of foreshore here to search through, so let's see what turns up. Just here at my feet, the usual detritus of London's history, and straight away there is a lovely bit of medieval pottery, splash of copper glaze, the rim of a cooking pot in Surrey White ware, see buff clay with inclusions, and that's about 1350 to 1500. That one. Victorian stoneware. German stoneware, 16th to 18th centuries. Pipe stems. That's a nice bit of greyware. That might be Roman greyware. Got quite a rounded to it. Have to check if there's any spots of glaze which might make it medieval. Just spotted this. I'm pretty sure from the rim and the ware patterns that that is a little bit of Samian ware, undecorated Samian ware, so I'm happy to get a bit of Roman so early on in my search. I've literally just at the bottom of the steps there. So there we have a bit of Roman Samian ware from the Thames foreshore. So a little link with the Roman Empire and Roman London. A nice bit of base there, just glazed on the inside, not on the outside. Post-medieval red ware. That's going to be 16th to 19th century. Difficult to date exactly. A few feet on, there is a little bit of tin glazed ware. You see by the rather fragile glaze. It's not decorated, but that is the rim, and it looks like it's got a groove for taking a cover, so I guess it's part of an ointment pot or a little storage vessel, but it's quite nice, so that'll date from anything from 1650 to 1770, maybe a little bit later. More medieval. This rim has a seating for a lid, so it's probably 15th century cooking pot in Surrey White ware. These shards with sort of white slip on the inside are part of sugarcone moulds. They date from the 16th century to the early 19th century, and they were used in making sugar, and you pour your liquid in the top and then the liquid drips out and you're left with a cone shaped lump of sugar in the top. A little lump of pottery of great age. This is shell tempered, so the white bits you can see in there are little bits of shell that have been used to open up the clay and help with firing and heat resilience. So this is going to be early medieval, but maybe even Roman. It's difficult to tell with such a small bit, but interesting nonetheless. Pot or stone? No, it's a stone, just a flint. Here's a little bit of white china, refined earthenware, 18th or 19th century. But you can just see it's got a nice moulded decoration on it. It might be possible to find a match for that, perhaps. Late 17th or early 18th century. It's a very pretty little piece. A wonderful bag. Sooted on the outside, not on the inside, so probably part of a cooking vessel. Very nice. A nice piece of medieval pottery. A streak of brown glaze. And you can see the inclusions on the inside, the specks in the clay that they didn't bother to take out or they added as temper. And some pitting in the glaze, which is quite typically early, or an indicator of medieval date. Something hiding away under this rock. Oh, just a Victorian rim of some vessel. Tiny bit just hiding underneath this bag of stones. Tiny bit of German stoneware, probably from the crest of a Bartmann jug. So that's going to be probably from the crest or the face of the Bartmann jug, 16th to 18th, early 18th centuries. Here we have a little pipe. Nearly complete. From the shape of the bowl, quite a small bowl, this is a 17th century pipe, so sort of 1640, 1660, English Civil War period. No maker's mark on the heel, sadly that would have been nice. In the part of the foreshore now which seems to throw up a lot of Roman bits, and there's a few Roman bits here, there's part of a mortarium, so this is for grinding your herbs and spices and making sauces. I did find a big bit of mortaria here by Werra of Soller in Germany, and that might be the same fabric, it looks quite similar. And then a little round rim from a Roman cooking pot in coarse ware. I just spotted down here a very obvious shape, the base of a Bartmann. So it has a little narrow pedestal base, and then it goes out into the belly where the rosette or the crest would be, and then up to the face. So it'd be nice to find a face sometime. We'll see how we do later. Here we have another bit of Bartmann, and it's a beard, but it's quite interesting because you can see the technique that it was applied, so it's a separate piece of clay applied on with a mould. So that's nice, a bit of beardy face. A little area of pins and little nails and other fragments, but some nice pins. They still come up shiny, not because they're gold, but because of the anaerobic mud conditions. So yeah, any time from medieval period to 18th century. Nice little hand-drawn pins, handmade, pre-industrial. They used to be put into clothing to hold clothing together, lots of different uses. Just spotted another Bartmann base. This has got nearly the complete base, and those lines are where the wire cut the pot off the wheel. So that's a very personal part of the production process, and there you can see the shape of the Bartmann base there. So it's German stoneware, imported in huge quantities into this country until the English wine bottle industry killed them off. They became more and more infrequent in the early 18th century, but imported from the 16th century through to the 18th generally. So that's a nice find. And another old friend from the same place, pipkin leg. So pipkin is a 3-footed vessel placed in the fire for cooking, and that's one of its little legs there. They're 16th or 17th century normally. Something more recent, Sunderland type slipware, mixing bowl, dairy bowl. This is anything from 1800 to 1900, with a thick yellow slip and the brown glaze on the exterior. I guess this is a tusk from a boar, wild boar maybe. Nice, I'm sure Asterix and Obelix enjoyed eating it. I don't know if you can see, maybe in the sunlight, but this piece of clay has got mica in it. It's little flecks, shiny flecks, which naturally occur in the clay. So it's probably medieval or before. I think clay with mica is found in Essex, so this might be across the river. This is Midlands purple, or butterpot ware. It's a very hard fabric, semi-stone ware, made in Staffordshire. From the time when the Staffordshire potters were just in their infancy, and they were part-time farmers and part-time potters, and so they'd make butter and ship it to London in pots they made themselves, and it's got a lovely bit of treacly brown glaze on the inside as well. So this would date from the 16th century to the early 18th century. This is about as low as it's going to go today, I think. When it's really low, you can walk in front of the embankment to the next section. I'm not going to try that today. Simple enough bit of Victorian teapot, I guess, but it's got two lines of lustre, with purple there on it, so probably early to mid-Victorian. I don't actually find it that often, because by this time people were disposing of their rubbish in an organised way rather than just chucking it into the river. So that's quite a nice little piece there. Here's another early piece, early medieval pottery. Sooted, so part of the cooking vessel, but again you can see better, I think, in this piece the little scraps of shell. They put shell templates. This is 13th century or earlier. Just a little bit of a London cooking pot from the early medieval period on the Thames foreshore. Okay, when is a piece of pot not a piece of pot? When it is a coconut. Now this is coconut shell, so it's thinner and lighter, and when you look at it in detail you can see it's sort of cracking and fibrous matter. So a foreign import, but not the sort that I'm looking for today. Here's another little bit of Roman pottery. It's colour coated, so you can see it's not glazed, it's a slip. You can see the throwing marks on it, but very nicely it's got some slip trailing, so this would be decoration in thick slip, maybe part of an animal, or I don't know, some little part of a decorative scheme there from the Roman period. piece of grey ware. I think this is Roman. It's got a very Roman shaped rim. It's nice that it is the rim. A bit more substantial piece of Roman pottery, so I think quite a good day for Roman. I'm quite happy with that, I must say. Fast forward to the medieval period. Here's a nice bit of Surrey White ware. You can see the little black inclusions in it. It's actually the base of a handle, so you've got the slashing, and there might have been stabbing as well, which they used for the thick parts of the vessel to help with the firing. And it's a decorative feature as well. So that'll be 1350 to 1500. I'm looking a bit windswept, but I'm happy with my medieval jug handle. Glazed base. Let's see if there's anything left on the other side. No, very abraded, sadly. A couple of interesting finds. The first is this. It's part of a pipkin, but it's got a lid seating. So that would have taken, that's the rim on the top of the vessel, and the lid would have fitted on there up to that projection there. So this is 16th or 17th century. And then a nice bit of tin glazed earthenware, Delftware. But what's nice about this is it's got a lovely mottled manganese decoration on it, which is quite pretty. I like that. So that is 17th or 18th century. And then a little bit of hand-painted porcelain. It might be possible to track down the design. This is going to be 18th century, which is quite nice as well. I mentioned earlier the stabbing and slashing of medieval handles, and here's a small bit of Surrey White ware where you've got the slash marks and a stab as well. So from a small handle, 1350 to 1500. Here's obviously another mudlarker has discarded the bits they're not taking home on the foreshore, but I'm going to take a couple of bits from his or her stash, just because I haven't found a bit of it yet. So this is a German import. It's earthenware but slipped, so it's slipware, and it's from Werra in Germany, and these concentric green bands and the dashes on the rim are a sure feature of that. It would have had a lovely animal or a person in slipware in the middle of the dish, but this is going to be late 16th or early 17th century. And another little bit of Roman grey ware, just a rim from a pot there, just a sort of hint of decoration perhaps there as well, but Roman grey ware, so I'm going to take that as well. Definitely a good day for Roman, because I spotted here another bit of colour coated ware, and you can see there's a pattern on it, so it's got some dashes, and the slipper's worn from the high points in the clay there. Let's just get that to focus. There we go. So yeah, that would have had a nice running pattern around it, perhaps an animal hunt from a hunt beaker. So another nice bit of Roman. Definitely getting a lot of Roman today. Glad to have found that right at the end of the day. A little bit of slipware, probably Metropolitan slipware from Harlow in Essex, with a trailed slip design, and this will be about 1640 to 1720. You can find bits with mottos and writing on them. This is obviously being cooked with or warmed as it's sooted underneath, but that's quite a nice find, so thank you for that. And another bit of medieval. This is obviously the base of a pot or a cistern, jug, and it's got the thumbing marks. They used to thumb the bases to make them stand up better, be more stable. So that's another nice bit of Surrey White ware, 1350 to 1500 for that piece.